ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओं नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति विद्या धर्म योग विद्या धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो नमो संसर्गभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओं श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वसिष्ठ विश्वामित्राभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वाल्मीकि तुलसीदासाभ्यां नमः। ओं श्री वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः। ओं श्री समस्त रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणः भक्तेभ्यो नमः। श्री रामायणाचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृत समस्त साधक भक्त सेवक उपासकानां च आयुरारोग्य क्षेमस्थैर्यादि समस्त संपदा साधना शक्तीनां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य क्रिया प्राप्त्यर्थं श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणान्तर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्रीरामनाम संकीर्तनम्। ओम श्रीराम जय जय राम 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 जय जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु मरुद्गणेभ्यः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अतः श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराण अंतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रं किष्किन्धाकाण्डं तृतीय स्कंदः। श्रीमहादेव उवाच श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, let us make a chanting from the verse 23 second line onwards. Om Atma Swaringam tu manah parigruhya tadudbhavan kamanjushan gunairbaddha samsare vartate vashah adau manogunan sruštva ततः कर्माण्यनेकधा शुक्ललोहित कृष्णानि गतयस्तत्समानतः एवं कर्मवशातु जीवः भ्रमत्या भूतसंप्लवं सर्वोपसंहृतौ जीवः वासनाभिः स्वकर्मभिः अनाद्यविद्यावशगः तिष्ठत्यभिनिवेशतः सृष्टिकाले पुनः पूर्व वासनामानसैः सह जायते पुनरप्येवं घटीयन्त्रमिवावशः यदा पुण्यविशेषेण लभते संगतिं सतां मद्भक्तानां सुशान्तानां तदा मद्विषया मतिः मत्कथाश्रवणे श्रद्धा दुर्लभा जायते ततः स्वरूपविज्ञानम् अनायासेन जायते तदाचार्यप्रसादेन वाक्यार्थज्ञानतः क्षणात् देहेन्द्रियमनः प्राण अहङ्कृतिभ्यः पृथक् स्थितं स्वात्मानुभवतः सत्यम् आनन्दात्मानमद्वयं ज्ञात्वा सद्यः भवेन्मुक्तः सत्यमेव मयोदितम् एवं मयोदितं सम्यक् आलोचयति योनिशं तस्य संसारदुःखानि न स्पृशन्ति कदाचन त्वमप्येतन् मया प्रोक्तम् आलोचय विशुद्धधीः न स्पृश्यसे दुःखजालैः कर्मबन्धात् विमोक्ष्यसे पूर्वजन्मनि ते शुभ्रो कृता मद्भक्तिरुत्तमा अतस्तव विमोक्षाय रूपं मे दर्शितं शुभे ध्यात्वा मद्रूपमनिशम् आलोचय मयोदितं प्रवाहपतितं कार्यं कुर्वत्यविनलिप्यसे श्रीरामेणोदितं सर्वं श्रुत्वा तारातिविस्मिता देहाभिमानजं शोकं त्यक्त्वा नत्वा रघुत्तमम् आत्मानुभवसन्तुष्टा जीवन्मुक्ता बभूवः क्षणसङ्गममात्रेण रामेण परमात्मना अनादिबन्धं निर्धूय मुक्ता सापि विकल्मषा सुग्रीवोऽपि च तत् श्रुत्वा रामवक्त्रात् समीरितं जहावज्ञानमखिलं स्वस्थचित्तो भवत्तदा ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. I believe this is the place where the Vedanta is taught so beautiful, simple way, like the small children are given the food in simple words without missing any subtlety or the essence of the Vedanta Shravana. Okay, if this much we can try to understand, to a great extent our buddhis get opened up for the greater and higher wisdoms. So, how the bandhana happens and how the moksha happens, these two things are discussed in these beautiful shlokas. So many times, so many things, so many ways said, but now let us focus here what Bhagavan says. See, Atma Swalingam tu Manaha Parigruhya. Okay, the Mana is linga for the Atma to prove the Atma is existing. But this Mana, Atma, at the level of Aviveka, having identified with the Mana, what it happens? Tat Udbhavan Kaman Jushan. The desires that are born out of the mind, enjoying them, of course, by doing the karma and getting the karma phala. Gunaihi baddhaha. In that way, in the mana, continuously the gunas come as desires, then with identified with them, this Atma doing the karma gets the karma phala. In that way, samsare vartate avashaha, helplessly as if he is in the samsara, that jiva. Same thing is repeatedly said immediately again to make it more clear. Adau. Tell me again, sir. Can you repeat? If you ask, in any of the teachings that are like army में कोई शक ऐसे वो बोलते हैं जोर से कमांडेंट जिस सर हाँ यस सर ये बात समझ में नहीं आया सर एक बार फिर से सर ओके then again he will explain any of the formation of the army for the war fighting or any of the arms and ammunitions. About that, if there are any doubts, they ask. Scouts may, guides may. In this also you can see big army maybe. Wonderful. So here you can ask, Ramji, aur ek baar bataiye. So Sri Rama is telling. So simple it is. Not many complications like we have in big, big Upanishads and all. Simple Upanishads are only. First, Adau. शुरू में क्या होता है मनः गुणान सृष्ट्वा. डोंट गो इनटू द अदर कॉम्प्लिकेशंस ऑफ कि मन ही गुणों से बना है, गुण ही माया से बना है. ऑल दिस विल कम टुमारो व्हेन आवर व्हाट इज से Parikshit is being taught by Shukadeva. And this topic already Sri Ramji told earlier to the Tara also, okay, everything is man ka khel. So that thing keep in background straight away. Manaha adau gunan sruštva. First, the mind creates the three gunas in it. The sattva guna, the rajo guna and tamo guna. Whichever comes at whatever the time. So, the ado manah gunan sruštva. Tataha karmani anekadha. According to those gunas, those karmas Bhagavan does. Mind makes us do. Again, don't ask the details. The mind will not work. Mind makes the work happen through the body. Body cannot work without senses. Senses and body cannot work without prana. Therefore, the deha, prana, indriya, mana, संघात ये सब मिलके करते हैं कर्म और उसके द्वारा अंदर का कर्ता करता है. So, manah adau gunan sruštva. First, the gunas come in the mind. Gunas means vrittis only. So, what are the three gunas? Sattva, rajas, tamaha. Then, whichever the guna predominant, that guna comes as a sankalpa, as a kamana. So, for that sankalpa or kamana, purti karmani anekadha krutva. Then it is forced to do those karmas according to those gunas. And what are the three gunas? Therefore, what are the three karmas? Shukla, Lohita, Krishnani. So Shukla, Lohita, Krishna Guna, Shukla, Lohita, Krishna Karma. Shukla is white, Lohita is red, Krishna is black. These are the yogic shabdas used for three gunas. Gita में कहते हैं शुक्ल कृष्णे गति हेते जगत शाश्वते मते. So Shukla is sattva guna. Then second one is Lohita. Lohita means red. Krishna means the black. The Rajoguna. Lohita means black means the Tamoguna. So Shukla Sattva, Lohita Rajo, and Krishna is Tamo. Accordingly, those type of actions, like the Shukla Sattva Guna when comes, the Sankalpas in the mind of doing Dana Dharma, the Punya Karma, doing the Upasana Karma, doing the Japa, doing the Yajna. So the thoughts of doing them coming where in the mind. When the thoughts are really genuine, we do that. For example, now, for 1.5 hour class, it is Sattva Guna, Shukla Guna, which made us do this, our cup coming to the class and listening carefully without sleep. It is my choice to imagine, and it is your choice to do what you want. So, when I can enjoy this imagination, give me freedom. Secondly, the Krishna or the Lohita Vichara. In that Lohita Vichara, all the Bhoga Saktis, Kama Saktis, Vishaya Saktis, they are all there. So when those type of thoughts come, then we plunge into all those enjoyments, indulgences. Then the Lohita type of thoughts, Krishna type of thoughts, either of sleepy, laziness, lethargy, or the terrible durgunas of himsa, all the dvesha, they are all tamoguna lakshana. तमोगुण के दो लक्षण होते हैं, निद्रा प्रमाद आलस्य भी होते हैं और उसी तमोगुण के कारण हिंसा आदि लक्षण भी होते हैं. रजोगुण में काम आदि विकारों से हम काम पूर्ति के लिए जो कर्म करना है करते हैं. हो गया. तो शुक्ला सत्वगुण सात्विक आलोचना सात्विक कर्म, लोहिता रजोगुण राजसिक विचार दैट टाइप ऑफ कर्म, कृष्ण तामसिक वृत्तिस तामसिक संकल्प तामसिक कर्म. No, naturally, when karmas are of that type, result also same. Gatayah tat samanatah. Same gatis they go to. So the Shukla, Satvika, Punya, Vasanadi karma they do, then Uttama lokas like Swarga and Adi. Then the Lohita karmas when we do, we go to those lokas, generally the human life only. Then the Krishna Adi karma negative done, we go to Pashu Pakshi Adi Yoni. Even Naraka Tiryang Adi Yoni में हम जाते हैं. So in this way, evam karma vashat. In this way, under the influence of his own karma, ki jivaha, the jiva you and I, brahmati, goes on wandering from one loka to the other, one deha to the other, abhuta samplavam, till the pralaya happens. This is one beautiful thought. Second, does it mean that when the pralaya happens, then jiva dies or gets dissolved or gets mukti? None of these three will happen. Then what will happen? Sarva upasamrutau means when that prakrutika pralaya or even this naimittika pralaya happens, sarva upasamrutau, jiva, he will not die, he will not get moksha. What will happen to him? Vasanabihi swakarmabihi. All the vasanas created because of his karma, taking all of them, anadi avidya avashagaha, in that avidya rupa, in the nascent form, in an avyakta rupaha, tishtati, he stays there only. Abhiniveshataha, by identifying with that karana sharira. Because in the pralaya में कोई भी एक्सप्रेस होने का नहीं है, सब बीजावस्था में कारण में चले जाते. Therefore, if you and I don't get mukti till this Brahma's kala is over, or that prakritika pralaya happens, that doesn't mean we get mukti along with him. हमको तो वे छोटे डिब्बे में लगा के इन कारण शरीर में रख देते हैं. Then what will happen when the next srishti happens? That's how the next creation kala mein, for the sake of all these remaining jivas only, all the lokas, and in the loka all the vastus, everything are again projected by the Lord. That is how creation, dissolution keeps on happening. This thing once, twice, thrice we listen, understand, keep that in mind background में. Our purpose is to know the truth. ये थोड़ा information के लिए for some of the questions. We need not hang on to these questions as if the two are so important. That's what he says. Srushti kale, Punaha, again when the new Srushti comes, again Purva Vasana Manasaihi Saha. With the earlier Vasanas and Vasana projected Manasaihi means Antakarana ke saath. Given this body, senses and these prana shaktis jayate punahapi evam ghati yantramiva and avashaha, we cannot escape that chakkar of again janma. Again, yesterday I said between this one Srushti and Pralaya, as said earlier, तीनों कर्मों के कारण भटकता रहता है. After the Pralaya and before the next Srushti, he will be in that Bija Avastha. And mind you, in this way, when before the moksha we gain, when you are bhataking from one deha to the other, in each of the deha, with our stupid ignorance and all, create so many of the relations, relativities with the people, do all the nonsense, make them as all prarabdha and vasana, and to exhaust it again and again come. These are no meaning at all to all that. That day when we realize it and get out of all that nonsense doing and pursue only our inner self, then we are truly matured spiritual sadhakasu, not otherwise. That's what you are doing. You and I are together from a long time. Our only goal is to study Shastra, understand the truth, meditate and realize it. उसके अलावा लाइक परीक्षण सुखदेव भागवत Parikshit ji was eating Brahya Vyasa, incidentally, Shukadev ji went, he did puja, बैठे हैं, he asked the question. Luckily, Shukadev ji has an answer and he has nothing to do in the world, he has reached the ultimate. He went on giving. Once the 7-day pravachan is over, he just says, Yar, tu Pashubuddhi ko chod, you are Brahma, Brahma Parandama, Brahma Parampadam, meditating like that, you be one with the Lord, let the Dakshaya come and bite the body, which you are not. कहकर he went away. Parikshit also merged in the Lord. There is no samsara, even though they lived 7 days. So too, we lived for 10 more, 20 more years together studying Shastra. There is no samsara creation. So that's possible. Pursuing the truth, relative life may living minimum when we don't create any samsara. But what we do, first of all, we don't pursue the self. Half of problem. Second, in the remaining half, whole life is running behind either the dead matter or things or running behind living beings. Creating all vasanas, creating all the karma phalas by doing all nonsense karma. Jarrat hi nahi hai. But who will tell us? Who dares can tell us? Daring. Nobody has courage to tell because we have double courage to deny them, to fight with them, to argue with them. And these metaphysical sublime things cannot be pictorially depicted, cannot be videographed and depicted. So you have to have faith and follow them, but we don't have faith. Then we defeat the gurus by asking them, show me, then only I'll believe. They can't show. Therefore, by defeating them that way, we defeat ourselves. अब देखो, let the whole world go to like that. What we can do, we should help ourselves. Because we are chosen by the Lord, that we are given this Shastra Jnana every day. Have that self-respect and self-belief and self-effort. And go deeper and deeper in search of self within as well as deeper and deeper in devotion to the divine. All the rest not of our any other business. That day when no thought of anybody or thing comes in our life, and the whole day we are dedicated only in the divine thought, understand that is the only day we lived properly. And all other days भगवान का खैर ही नहीं है. Only फंसना कि इसको सुधारो, उसको सुधारो, इसको ये करो. These are all मूर्खता. डुक्कुन करने हैं सब. सन्निहिते काले संप्राप्ते नहीं नहीं रक्षति वो सब. How important is this wisdom, you see? Instead of not even becoming available to the world, we are going to the world begging them, involve me, inform me, talk to me, what me. फोन करके पूछते हैं, why didn't you call me from 3 days? Such a slave you are to someone if they don't call. If you need, you call, that's different. Out of love, somebody you can inquire अगर ठीक नहीं है. But why senti? Why emotional? Spend your time in divinity. In fact, put a board like some people put on the WhatsApp status. May intelligently, very very humor. अर्थ है. Put it not available unless very urgent. Busy. लिख दो अपना साधना करो. That day again when we realize that we are the cause of our samsara, and also realize that we are the cause of our moksha, and also know how to get liberated and try, really we are maturing. Other than that, any other educations, businesses, powers, positions, names, fames, इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. हो गया? Now this is how the samsara explained. Atma identified with mana. Mana is got Trigunatmaka. The Trigunatmaka mana goes on projecting three types of vrittis. Because three vrittis keep on doing those three type of actions. Karma gives karma phala. To go get the karma phala, we are going on moving from one day to other. Till the pralaya happens. In the pralaya, bija avastha. In the new srishti, again we come back. ये तो पूरा संसारी बता रहे हो, तो मोक्ष का भी बताओ. That comes now. Bhagavan Rama says, while in this way, when we are going through, in any of the many of the lives, little when you do the noble actions, punya actions. So that's what it is. Yada punya visheshena. What is punya vishesha? One punya is done with a conscious sankalpa कि मुझे वो या ये सुख भोग चाहिए. Another punya is done where a specific sankalpa is not done. That punya is called punya vishesha. Because we have not specified what we want out of that punya, then it becomes Lord's choice to give reward for that punya. And when the Lord wants to give from his side the reward for such punya, where there is no vishesha apeksha is not kept by us, that is called as labate sangatim satam. Yada punya visheshena labhate sangatim satam. Satam sangatim labhate. So in this way, bhatakte bhatakte किसी एक जन्म में विशेष पुण्य के कारण we get satsangati. And satsangati is with a human being, a living person. Satam sangati. And who are they? Mad bhaktanam sushantanam. Who are deeply devoted to me. And sushanta here is what? Many places the word used is prashanta. So here he used technically Vyasa Bhagavan for a variety sushantanam. Sushanta, sushtu shantaha. Okay. There are three types of shanti. One shanti is whenever our desires are fulfilled. Second shanti is every day when we sleep. Of course, that time the world also is shanta. Third is when the ignorance gone, jiva bhava gone, atma anubhava came. That's called a tesham shanti shashvati netaresham. In Upanishad also, apuryamana sashanti mapnoti nakama kami. In Gita also. They are called as sushanta. So Mad Bhaktana means devotees, Sushantana means jnanis who have experienced their own identity with the self. With such Mahatmas, when we get a Sangha because of the Punya Vishesha, our slowly the journey for Mukti starts. Again, it takes many lives. Like we have gone in a wrong route for a long time. In a 5-number gear, 160 speed. स्लोली गियर कम करते हुए स्पीड कम करते हुए न्यूट्रल पे लाकर जीरो पे लाकर फिर यू टर्न लेकर फिर से हमको स्पीड से जाना पड़ता है. In the same way, with high speed, we are into the binding samsara. That speed has to be reduced. We have to come to the neutral level, then take a U-turn towards Paramatma. And as speed as we can go, if we can go, then the destination reaching depends on that. When do we reach? Therefore, it takes time. But the journey starts. When the satsangati we get out of punya vishesha phala. Then what happens when we are with those Mahatmas? Mad bhaktanam sushantanam tada mad vishaya matihi. At that time, your intellect starts finding interest in the Bhagavad Sambandhi Vishayas, whether it is Saguna or Nirguna. तो सगुण निर्गुण परमात्मा के प्रति इंटरेस्ट हमारे बुद्धि में गुरुजन साधु संत महात्मा लोग निर्माण करते हैं. They arrive in our life because of our punya phala, where we have not expected any special result out of that punya. So कितने बातें हो गए? पुण्य विशेष, देन साधु संगति मिलना, फिर with their grace interest in trying to near to the Lord or listen about the Lord, jignasa about the Lord. That's called as Mad Vishayavati. Then what it goes to as next step? Mat Katha Shravane Shraddha Durlabha Jayate Tataha. After little of interest induced in us by those Mahatmas, then the most Durlabha thing comes to us. That is what? Mat Katha Shravane Shraddha. Everybody does Shravanam, but how much Shraddha in that listening, that's what decides how intensely we listen and how great things we catch in it. कोई भी ना any musical concert. Like yesterday when I went, the children were singing all stotras of Adi Shankara. So that 20 minutes I just closed the eyes. I was enjoying all those chants. I was not even aware of who are there. The main person, Jinka Sanman, who was sitting next to me only. I was not even aware. Because the beautiful rendering and great, our beloved Adi Shankara stotrams they were. In the same way, Katha Shravana is different. Katha Shravana with Shraddha is different. Some of you and all of us, many of us, have good amount of Shraddha. To the extent that we are not breaking our chain of regularly coming to the class. उतना श्रद्धा तो आ गया. बट आने के बाद गौर से सुनना, ध्यान से सुनना, उसका रस आस्वादन पाना और उसका सार का ग्रहण करना, उसके बारे में घर जाकर मनन चिंतन करना, all that also depends on higher grade of Shraddha. Whoever have got, they know it. Is it not? Mat Katha Shravan. And some of the people, while listening only, the Shraddha is of the highest cadre, and while listening itself, we can touch the core of the divinity. That's also possible. Shutva Nyebhya Patepi Chapi Taranteva Murtyum Shruti Shravanaya api. Shravana se bhi Paramatma mil jata. If that Shravana is with such a great Shraddha. But otherwise, Shravan ke baad Manan ka Shraddha ityadi hona chahiye. So, Punya Phala Sadhu Sangati, they give Ruchi about Bhagwan, then the Shraddha comes about Bhagavad Katha, which is called as Durlabha here. Ikine Durlabha Jayate Tataha. Then what happens with that? Tataha Swarupa Vijnanam Anayasena Jayate. When we have that Shraddha in Bhagwan's Katha, फर्स्ट भक्ति वाला, उससे फिर भगवान प्रसन्न होकर अंतःकरण को शुद्ध बनाते हैं. विद शुद्ध अंक करना, हु इज गॉड, वेयर इज गॉड, व्हाई इज गॉड, दिस जिज्ञासा विल कम. कस्तम को हम उतायतः. विद दैट जिज्ञासा विद गुरु, सेम महात्मा, व्हेन वी डिस्कस, ही विल गिव द स्वरूप विज्ञान. That's what we are studying in our Upanishads. All this is our Paramatma is only doing us, doing. Bhagavan Adi Shankara, entire Guru Parampara is blessing us. Oh, thereafter what happens? Tata, tada, when our Jignasa grows more and more, Acharya Prasadena. I will tell these things tomorrow little more. Acharya Prasadena, grace of the Acharya, Vakya Artha Jnanataha. When the महावाक्य का अर्थ समझ में आकर उसका इंडिकेशन जो है, उसका ज्ञान जब हो जाता है, सो द आचार्य शुड टीच तत्वम असि महावाक्य, और अयम आत्मा ब्रह्मा, और प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्मा, और अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, और द सिमिलर रिलेटेड सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म यो वेदनीतम. दिस इज हाउ द तैत्तिरीय इज गाइडिंग अस. यत् साक्षात अपरोक्षात ब्रह्मा, अनदर उपनिषद गाइड्स. These are all called Mahavakya. Four are called as Mahavakya by Adi Shankara. Therefore, we take as Mahavakya. Mainly in that, the Upadesha Vakya is Tattvam Asi. So, Prajnanam Brahma is called as Lakshana Vakya. Tattvam Asi is Upadesha Vakya. Ayam Atma Brahma is Anusandhana Vakyam. Aham Brahmasmi is Anubhava Vakya. So, when the Mahavakya Upadesha ka Guru sunate, Tattvam Asi. So there Tat Brahman is taken, the Ishvara is taken. Ishvara's all Sarvagnatva, Sarvashaktimatva, Sarvavyapakatva are put to. Then that Ishvara, for the Sarvagnatva, Sarveshwaratva, Sarvavyapakatva to express, he should have the conscious existence principle in him. Usko side में किया. जीव को लिया. He is Alpagna, Alpashaktiman, Alpavyapakaha. In him also, apart from these three, he has got his own Satachit Atma. That Ishvara is Tattu, this Jiva is Tammu. From that Tattu, Ishvara, the Visheshana Lakshanas are separated, only Satyam Jnanam Anantam is caught. So too from the Jiva, His Alpagnatva, Alpashaktimatva ityadi are kept aside. Satyam, Satchidananda is God. Then it is proved that Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma there, Satchidananda Atma here are one. That's called Asi. That's called Tat Padashodhanam, then Tat Tvam Padashodhanam, then Asi Padadvara, Tat Tvam Ekam iti proving. In this way, again and again, when Guru teaches, when the disciple listens, tomorrow we'll talk a little more, contemplates on that and goes beyond the Upadesa of Vyashti and Samashti, discuss one Paramatma only, that is called as Tad Acharya Prasadena Vakyartha Jnanatah Kshanat. In that very moment only, if that Vakya ka Artha ka Jnan Spurit hota hai, to Deha Indriya Prana Mana देहेन्द्रिय मन प्राण अहंकृतिभ्य पृथक स्थितम स्व आत्मा अनुभवतः. Then you will discover the anubhava of his own atma to be other than this dehendriyadi upadhi. And what is this? Atmanam anandam advayam. Ananda atmanam advayam jnatva satyo bhavet muktaha. Instantaneously becomes moksha. Mukta satyameva maya uditam. Oh Tara, what I said is actually true, absolutely true. See the sequence of all these things. Punya karma, Santa Prapti, in their company, little interest in Bhagavad Katha, that becomes Shraddha. With Shraddha, one side devotion and surrender and all, other side Mahavakya Upadesha. When the Mahavakya Upadesha say, हमको उसका purpose या ज्ञान समझ में आता है, then I discover myself to be Satyam Jnanavantam Brahma, other than the Panchakoshas or the Upadis. This is Satyam. देखो, what we are studying in morning Vedanta Upanishad, here same to same. And we are taking it very lightly because फुकट में हर दिन दिया जा रहा है. Freely we are given, therefore we don't have value about it. And in other cases, in one life only they read Upanishad. And Adhyatma 10 लाइफ के बाद पढ़ते हैं. हमको एक ही लाइफ में एक ही दिन सुबह शाम दोनों मिल रहे हैं. Can we recognize these blessings of Guru and Ishvara on us? Then can we make best use of them? So tomorrow, little essence of it, then Bhagavan says to Tara, contemplate on it. She does it, immediately she gives the moksha by Atmanubhuti, even Sugriva also. Then Bhagavan orders Sugriva to do the Antyakriya ityadi of that Vali, and all these stories continue tomorrow. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वंतरे अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्याब्धि चंद्रिका भक्त चित्तकेकि घनाघना रोग वरदं भोले मृत्युदार कुठारिकाय नमो नमः. ओम नासे रोग हरे सो वीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा. ओम श्री हनुमत वीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्त्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्त्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गस्त्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. श्री राम नामम्. ओम राम 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 ओम श्री दुर्गा मातु कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम श्री दुर्गा मातु अष्टोत्तर शतनामावल्याः पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम करुणारस संपूर्णाम् अरुणायतलोचनां शरणाश्रय सद्भक्तां देवीम् आवाहयामि ओम दुर्गाष्टोत्तर शतनामावलिः ओम ह्रीङ्कर्यै नमः ओम वाण्यै नमः ओम कल्याण्यै नमः ओम रुद्राण्यै नमः ओम रमायै नमः ओम ओंकाररूपिण्यै नमः ओम गणान्यै नमः ओम गानप्रियायै नमः ओम ऐं किलायानिन्यै नमः ओम महामायायै नमः ओम मातङ्गिन्यै नमः ओम क्रीं किल्यै नमः ओम वरवरेण्यायै नमः ओम ओंकारसदनायै नमः ओम सर्वाण्यै नमः ओम शारदायै नमः ओम सत्यायै नमः ओम क्रौं कवचायै नमः ओम मुख्यमन्त्राधिदेवतायै नमः ओम देव्यै नमः ओम श्रीं किलाकार्यै नमः ओम विद्याङ्ग्यै नमः ओम मातृकायै नमः ओम मान्यायै नमः ओम शाङ्कर्यै नमः ओम ईशान्यै नमः ओम गिरिजायै नमः ओम गीर्वाणपूजितायै नमः ओम गौर्यै नमः ओम गुहजनन्यै नमः ओम वरनाद बिंदु मंदिराय नमः वरनाद बिंदु मंदिराय नमः ओम मनोंभुज हंसाय नमः ओम वरदाय नमः ओम वैभवाय नमः ओम नित्यमुक्त्यै नमः ओम निर्मलाय नमः ओम निरावरणाय नमः ओम शिवाय नमः ओम शांताय नमः ओम कांताय नमः ओम धरण्यै नमः ओम धर्मानुगत्यै नमः ओम सावित्र्यै नमः ओम गायत्र्यै नमः ओम विरजाय नमः ओम विश्वात्मिकाय नमः ओम विदूतभावव्राताय नमः ओम शरणहिताय नमः ओम सर्वमङ्गलायै नमः ओम सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ओम वरसुधाकारिण्यै नमः ओम चण्ड्यै नमः ओम चण्डीश्वर्यै नमः ओम चतुराय नमः ओम काल्यै नमः ओम कौमार्यै नमः ओम कुण्डल्यै नमः ओम कुटिलाय नमः ओम बालाय नमः ओम भैरव्यै नमः ओम भवान्यै नमः ओम चामुण्डायै नमः ओम मूलाधारायै नमः ओम मनुवन्द्याय नमः ओम मुनिपूज्याय नमः ओम पिण्डाण्डमायाय नमः ओम चण्डिकाय नमः ओम मण्डलत्रय निलयाय नमः ओम दुर्गाय नमः ओम फणिकुण्डलाय नमः ओम महेश्वर्यै नमः ओम मनोन्मन्यै नमः ओम जगन्मात्रे नमः ओम खण्डशशिमण्डनाय नमः ओम मृडायै नमः ओम पार्वत्यै नमः ओम परमचण्डकरमूर्त्यै नमः ओम विमलाय नमः ओम विख्याताय नमः ओम मधुमत्यै नमः ओम मुख्यमहनीयाय नमः ओम सुमतये नमः ओम सुललिताय नमः ओम हैमवत्यै नमः ओम भाव्यै नमः ओम भोगार्ह्यै नमः ओम कमलाय नमः ओम कात्यायन्यै नमः ओम कराळ्यै नमः ओम त्रिपुरविजयाय नमः ओम दयाय नमः ओम दयारसपूरिताय नमः ओम अमृताय नमः ओम अंबिकाय नमः ओम अन्नपूर्णाय नमः ओम अश्वारूढाय नमः ओम शमाय नमः ओम श्रद्धाय नमः ओम सिंहवाहिन्यै नमः ओम शुभकलापाय नमः ओम सुप्रमदाय नमः ओम पावनपदाय नमः ओम पाशदाय नमः ओम परब्रह्मै नमः ओम उमायै नमः ओम सहजाय नमः ओम सुमुख्यै नमः ओम महादेव्यै नमः ओम श्री दुर्गामात्रे नमः पुष्पै पूजयामि ओम तीर्यं देवसंप्राणाय पानव्यानावदान समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम्. Tomorrow we'll see the Lakshmi Puja, Lakshmi Ashtottara. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति ओम. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्. ओम दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्. ओम रामभार्यायै विद्महे भूमिजाय च धीमहि तन्नः सीता प्रचोदयात्. ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। आञ्जनेय राम नमो ब्रह्मलोकादाशेषदामे गुरुकुलव्यास। बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय। श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्म सूत्र योग वासिष्ठ पातंजल योग दर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण शिवपुराण सूत संहितादि समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। श्री वेद व्यास वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास आदि रामायणाचार्य की जय। श्री वेद व्यास वैशंपायनाद्य शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल पतंजलि व्यासादि योग दर्शनाचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सतुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम। श्री अम्बे अम्बे माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासुगण की जय। इवनिंग क्लास इज एट 6 PM. हरि ओम।